the two-man advantage helped, but did you see the things that you worked on the power play show up in the game tonight with the 2 goals?
Yeah, and let's face it, we didn't reinvent the power play. We just got a little sharper, a little faster. And I'm not even sure how we really do it. We try and convince the players that they're just a fraction slower than what they were in the past, whether it's done through video or conversation. And today they move the puck a little bit quicker. Pretty good penalty kill on that squad, so to score 2, we're fortunate.
It seemed like some of the connectivity issues from Saturday's game were present in the first period and then kind of gone after that. Was there something that was said between periods, or what do you think changed?
We talked about it between periods. I thought we were excellent below the goal line to the hash marks on our breakouts. We were connected there. It was the next play. And often that's on your forwards for just getting casual or sloppy, and we fixed it. The guys did a good job in the second and third. They had a pretty good idea of how we were going to play the game, and they forechecked well against it, so we really had to work exceptionally hard just to get out of our end. But the guys did a good job of it.
Gavrikov, when he came here, the rep was he's a stay-at-home defenseman. He's been aggressive offensively. Have you been surprised by that? As you thought that was part of his game, or are you learning that as you go along with it?
I didn't know he would be that aggressive, but I think after game 1 or 2, I mentioned that saw some offensive instincts that we thought were there, but we're seeing them on a regular basis. And we were just talking about it in the coach's room. When he does go, he goes at the right time, and he's aware of what's behind him. So he's not leaving something vacant. He goes at the right time, he knows somebody's covering, and he can come down on a puck versus a forward chasing it back.
For all the work that Trevor Moore has put in to get back to this point, how good was it to see him get that goal, especially being as nice as it was?
Yeah, well, I think the look on his face was joy and happiness, of course, but a lot of relief too. And just to give you an idea of how important he is to our team and to our group, everybody's really happy for him. You know, you always get excited for a goal, but that was a special goal. It's one been coming for a while.
Another guy who
Isles aren't an easy team to score against. You guys put 7 past their goaltender, who's a Vezina candidate. What is it that you identify as ways that you guys can score against them, and how are you able to get so many past a period?
Well, this game, I'll answer for this game. I can't remember what we did last game against them. We talked about being direct and maybe releasing the shot before we really had to. You take Walker's goal, for example. Had he waited just a fraction longer for all the traffic to get there. And then there's some things that we needed to do in and around the net. They box out really well. So you've got to find a way to stay in a goaltender's eyes but get loose, and it's not easy. But we did a bit of work on that in practice yesterday. I thought it paid off.
like Trevor, another guy that looked really relief after finally getting a goal, was cute. Is there hope that maybe that opens the floodgates for both those guys?
Well, floodgates, as we know in California right now, that it really comes fast. Just happy for both of them. I don't want to put that pressure on them. They know they have to score when they get opportunities to score. They have to continue to do the things they're doing, and yeah, we'll need that from them eventually, and they want to do it personally. But we're not going to put the heat on them to go on a 10-game bender right now. It's not fair to them or anybody else.
Not only 3 starts and 3 wins for Corpusalo, but pretty much the same line. If you look, his performance, the defense's performance when you brought him in to steady things, is that what you were looking for? Can you comment any further on things you've learned about him in the short period of time here?
Calm, not a lot of garbage or secondary stuff in and around. He makes a good first save, and then the whistle goes. And we believe in the centers we have for face-offs, so we're okay with that. But there's a calmness to him. He's a veteran. I've been here before. Let me do my job, and I think it rubs off on the players. And the players have played well around our goaltenders. Again, I go to the numbers. What are they? 2-2-2-2, 1-2. That's a pretty good defensive commitment by everybody to help protect the goaltenders.
Kaliev got back into the game today, and Grunstrom had a few good looks. Kupari was all over Matt Martin. What did you see from the fourth line today?
I liked the fourth line tonight. I've liked the fourth line lately. They've done a real good job, and different ingredient. I thought Arthur came in and played a tremendous game. Everybody knows that he can score and shoot the puck. That's a given, but he did good things along the boards. He rolled off and beat people to open ice. He back-checked, was physical. It's nice to see that, and I'm happy for him because he's a real important part of our team. But the other two played very well also.
You mentioned the 6 straight games of 2 goals or less. Is there less risk in your team's game now than there was in the middle of the season when you weren't this good defensively?
Smarter risk. I don't know if it's less, but it's calculated risk rather than free-for-all.
Todd, since January 1, you guys are 10-3-1 at home. Do you see a different energy or confidence when the guys arrive at the arena now?
Not a rival or the way they carry themselves. They've always been a confident group, not a cocky group, but a confident group. But I see it on the ice. They're more committed to. These two questions almost go together. They're more committed to. They're more calculated with the risk that they're willing to take on the ice. And lo and behold, they're scoring more. So it's working well that way right now.
Look at the last 2 months. I think you guys had the best points percentage in the NHL since the 22nd of January or so almost 2 months. Do you feel like there maybe should be a little more outside noise, or do you guys feel more comfortable kind of being under the radar here?
Yeah, we're fine where we are. I think you can pick. Here's what I know: stats can work for or against you based on the day you pick them. So you can pick January 27th, and you go to the 25th, and there's 4 more teams with more points. Like we do the same thing with the power play. When we want them confident, we go back to the 2 goals we scored, and hey, we're 2 for 20 instead of 0 and 18. Like, stats, and it's just about us doing what we do day after day after day, rinse and repeat. Simple. Good.
Thank you.